Hey guys, what's up? Passe Baller here. This is now the fourth game for today, December 31st, 2022 NBA Game Day. I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Passe Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. Again, this is Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the home team, Chicago Bulls. And I'm just also in reminding everyone that the spread given is actually -4, and that's actually given towards the visiting team, Cleveland Cavaliers. Right, so let's take a look at the standings and the rankings of both teams. By the way, both belonging to the Eastern Conference. Now, for Chicago Bulls, they are actually at number 10 with the record of 16 wins and 19 losses. While for Cleveland Cavaliers, they are at number 4 with the record of 22 and 14. Right, so here we go. Chicago Bulls, they would have the home court advantage on this. This will be played in United Center. In terms of fatigue, well, we got to give it to Cleveland Cavaliers because Chicago Bulls actually played last night and they went up against Detroit Pistons. They eventually won that game though, but again, during that time, Cleveland was already resting up, so Cleveland is ahead in terms of fatigue. Now, in terms of momentum, now we got to give it to Chicago Bulls because approaching this game, the Bulls are actually having back-to-back wins, and they have actually won 5 out of their last 10 games. While for Cleveland Cavaliers, man, they are actually having a 3-game losing slump approaching this game. For their last 10 games, though, Cleveland Cavaliers are doing good as they have won 6 out of their last 10. But again, approaching this one, they are on the 3-game losing slump. So let's take a look at the availability of the players and the health of both teams. Starting with Chicago Bulls, Lonzo Ball is still actually there are 2 players out now for Chicago, Lonzo Ball and Derrick Jones Jr. While for Cleveland Cavaliers, I see a lot of names down here. Windler, Wade, and Rubio are all confirmed out, and we have Osman, Mobley, Lopez, and Darius Garland all listed as questionable for this game. That's actually something else. I mean, for that, I'm going to side with Chicago Bulls because, again, for Cleveland Cavaliers, 7 names are listed, 3 are already out. 4, we don't know whether they would be playing or not. Okay, now this one's tough because again, Cleveland Cavaliers they have been a good team this season. 22 and 14. That's their record. If you take a look at Chicago Bulls' record at 16 and 19, man, they're below 500, right? But again, lately Chicago Bulls they have won back to back. They're doing good on their last 10 games, and they are at home. And for Cleveland Cavaliers, they have lost 3 straight, and then since like mid-November, Cleveland Cavaliers they have been messing up whenever they actually play on the road. It's like they have just won like I don't know maybe a couple of games whenever they are on the road. And now they're bumping into Chicago Bulls. Bulls, by the way, may be a bit tired because of that game last night. But again, in terms of the competition, Chicago Bulls for sure would not back down. This one's tough because again, for Cleveland Cavaliers, a lot of players are actually listed in the injury list, and we just ain't really sure whether they will be playing or not, and if they would be playing, we're not sure as to how many amongst those listed would be playing, and as to how healthy they are really, because there are a lot of players who would be playing, but they would be playing for limited minutes or limited amount of time, and we don't know whether they would be effective or not. So for this game, man, I feel like Chicago Bulls +4 would be the better choice. I mean, yes, there's a high possibility that Cleveland Cavaliers would still win because they got Mitchell, they got Allen, and those are very good players, man. Those are all stars, right? But for in terms of covering the spread, especially they are on the road and Chicago has momentum and Chicago is at home. I'm gonna side with Chicago Bulls. Perhaps Chicago Bulls can at least make it close. But yeah, I'm gonna pick on Chicago Bulls with a +4 on it. I think, and I can imagine Cleveland Cavaliers winning this one, but that may be close. So again, it will be a wiser choice if we will be picking Chicago Bulls +4 on this. DeRozan, along with his boys, are gaining a lot of momentum, and I'm not gonna be surprised even if they would win this one outright. But again, let's just take the +4 as a safety net. Bulls +4. Peace out. Pasay love. God bless.